It's been a while since I've been this inspired to talk about an energy shift that we are all embarking on and working through at this time than now. It's been quite some time since I felt a giant shift like this, and diving into the astrology, it just really brought a lot of the energy out in me to like, I gotta talk about this now. So this is huge. This is big, everybody. This is not only the new moon in Cancer, we're talking about the nodes of fate, the lunar nodes, north and south node of the moon, changing signs. We're talking about a fated grand cross. We're talking about a yod, which is the finger of God, all happening on the exact same day, July 17th. And of course, we're already starting to experience the buildup and working into this energy now. So if you're feeling a lot of emotions, if you're feeling a lot, and needing to take more time to yourself. I know that I have been, it's been off and on, but when I need to take time to really process emotions, and I have a lot of there's a lot of information in the psychic field right now, a lot of psychic information coming in, trying to determine what is for me, what is, other people's stuff, and really feeling it out. Yeah, this is why. This is a big accelerated push. So I have some notes, but I also want to do a reading on this energy because I didn't start my day off as enthusiastic as I am now. But I'm glad that I did take the time that I needed to earlier in the day for myself in nature and with myself to really, I guess you could call it a purge. This was deep again. But let's dive into it. This is really a time where we are being pushed to, dare to be your authentic self. Be different. Open up to your feelings and your intuition. Cancer, the sign of Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon is our emotions, our feelings, our intuition. This is the sacred feminine. This is also about trusting our feelings, trusting ourselves, trusting in the divine. And this is also about home. Cancer, will retreat into its shell when it's feeling vulnerable, when it's feeling a bit too much. And you have a place within yourself that you can retreat to when your feelings and your emotions become overwhelming for yourself. So this new moon in Cancer, and the nodal shift, the moon's nodes of fate shifting into Aries and Libra. This is being squared by Pluto, and opposing the new moon, we have this fated grand cross between the new moon, Pluto, and the lunar nodes, which will be at that point on the same day, moving into new signs. The moon is also in a square to Chiron during this new moon. So this is very, very karmic. This is also very fated. Accelerated time of transformation and healing. And I know for myself, I definitely have been experiencing that this week. A lot of times I will pre-wave these energies a little bit. I'm sure I have a lot more to go through as well, but feeling it all and experiencing it all, and really becoming a lot more comfortable with where my intuitive senses are bringing me to great changes of maybe even possibly moving home. I'm not sure yet, but being open to opportunities that may be coming my way. I'm not really sure. Everybody is going to be experiencing their own giant transformations, and it doesn't have to mean that you're going to move anywhere at all, but maybe move in the way that you perceive, move in consciousness, the way that you operate in your day-to-day. So we're dealing with karma, just meaning our thoughts and our beliefs passed on to us from generation to generation. These are old beliefs, old patterns. These are fated events. And there's a possibility for those of us who have been consciously working on our awakening journey and elevating our consciousness, to skip over some of the karmic gunk because we've really worked through a lot of it. But be mindful of that, because there still are traps, and most of the traps are in the mind and in the emotional field. So be aware, be present, be awake, wide awake, and conscious through each and every moment. Be in the now, be present. And I have to tell you, intuitively, I've been pushing this, not pushing. It seems like I feel like I'm pushing, and I'm trying not to be pushy. But I've been recommending this book that I reread again for the 5th time. And it only takes me about a day. It's an easy read. I have it here. And this is in no way, I'm not marketing for Eckhart Tolle, but A New Earth. This book is a gem of information and an awakening within itself. So much help, so helpful. And for somebody like me who reads a lot, but has read that book now 5 times, each time it's like, yes, because we get trapped. We get trapped in the mind. We get trapped in our emotions. We get trapped in unconscious patterns. So this energy is speaking all about soul contracts and soul mates, soul connections. This is a deeply spiritual events that will be taking place. And also it's going to be showing us we are going to be liberating ourselves as we become more awake and aware and conscious of what we're no longer going to allow or accept within our relationships to others going forward. So not only do we have this fated grand cross with the moon and Pluto and the lunar nodes, we also have what is called a yod, or also AKA the finger of God, or the finger of fate. This is Pluto and Neptune pointing at Venus. Venus is slowing down to go retrograde on July 22nd, but she's already in pre-shadow. So this is very, very evolutionary, especially with Pluto involved here. This is a deep push, deep karmic push into our depths, into our deep subconscious, unconscious areas, so that we can really evolve into our next greatest expression of ourselves, to really truly find who that is inside of this body, who it is that is speaking to us when we're witnessing things deep inside. Who is it that leaves the body when we die, finding the true essence, the true self? It's deep. It's pointing towards Venus, the feminine aspect, and our core values. So we have Pluto and Neptune pointing directly at Venus in Leo, our heart's desire. Our deep-hearted desires. This can bring up many, many shadows. And it's going to bring our shadows to consciousness, to the foreground. So we're going to be able to really see, but it's important to take this time when you're feeling a lot of feelings or a lot of overwhelm to slow it down and really try to stay present. So we're in the stream of energy, this river of flowing thought, flowing mind, flowing life. It's always moving, always changing, always moving. And so we're always doing. And we need to be being also. human beings. So as the river is flowing, we need to take time to stop and be present, be with ourselves, and really get to know who is in here. Taking a breath, being conscious of your breath will stop thought. There are certain things that you cannot think and do at the same time, and that conscious breathing is one of them. Where was I here? So the shadows. This can be very challenging because it's bringing up our defense mechanisms. We're gonna, the triggers will bring up our defense mechanisms, our old defenses, reactions, and our toxic patterns. Numbing out, running, hiding. Neptune is working to dissolve all these old hardwired beliefs, karma, hardwired patterns. Neptune will be kind of bringing in this mystical mist into the mix. So that our hardwired brain patterns kind of can't operate. It's very mystical, very transformative as well. So Venus, pre-shadow in Leo is bringing up, it's empowering us to have this courage to lead with the heart, to follow the heart, to listen to the heart's desires, right? Towards what's good for the heart. And this is a slow build with Venus, because Venus is slowing down and then will be retrograde. Like I said, on the 22nd, but we're already in the slow down space. So really create space to be with yourself for this inner journey at this time. So you have less external focus. You're not just swept up in the current of it all. You may be experiencing old mother-father wounds. I know for myself, I've been having a lot of certain people's words towards me that were not so nice in the past, in the recent past and very distant past. And I'll notice it when I'm mowing the grass or when I'm just randomly doing what I'm doing. These things come up and it triggers, and it's like, how dare you? Like, I'm saying it in my head, and then I'm like, catch myself, right? Because the gifts and the answers are in those triggers. So listen to those triggers. When they come up, feel the feels. And even if you have to talk to yourself like I was, I had a lot of breakthroughs. These triggers were talking to me. The divine is speaking through the triggers. Also, the 7 Essene mirrors. If you have not checked out or read the 7 Essene mirrors, this would be very, very, very helpful for you at this time, as well as this book. Very helpful. We're also shifting the North Node and South Node on the same day, on the 17th. The North Node is moving into Aries, the South Node moving into Libra. And with this fated grand cross with the new moon and Pluto squaring the nodes, the North Node in Aries, we're working on completing the old cycles, old patterns. What is, enough is enough. It's getting squeezed out of us, and it's like, I do not want this anymore. And then with the Aries, it's also assisting us in getting ourselves into alignment for what it is that we are initiating new for ourselves. South Node in Libra, specifically speaking to our relationships and the imbalances of it within our relationships and bringing our life back into balance. This is lessons through our relationships. We also, a few days before, and I'm doing this reading on, today is the 12th, is it? Yeah, today is the 12th of July. The sun in a sextile to Uranus. This energy will continue, and this will be also very active during the new moon. It will be continuing to help us to break free break free from what we no longer, when we're done with, what we are done with, what we're no longer accepting, what we are no longer going to tolerate any longer. And it's also bringing this element of excitement, new possibilities for ourselves. So get yourself excited. Whatever comes into your imagination, whatever, we live in a universe of infinite possibilities, and we are so programmed into thinking that we have to operate in a certain way. We are breaking free from these patterns. We're breaking free. We've been working through the South Node in Scorpio. What needs to come out of the shadows? What do we need to let go of? This is it. This is our time to finally break free. North Node in Taurus has been helping us get in tune with our own nature, get in tune with nature and the cosmos. So I would like to do a reading for us all on this energy for the new moon in Cancer. I hope that you are all doing well. I'm going to start the reading off with the Shamanic Healing Oracle. These cards have been speaking so deeply to me. I only got them, I purchased them only a few weeks ago while in Sedona. And that's the other thing, having the opportunities to visit sacred sites has been a gift in its own for myself, and such a liberator, such deep connection that I have been having deeper connection with my internal guidance, with the cosmos, with the guides. And I just want to share these gifts with all of you. So we're going to start off the reading with the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. And I'm already getting hot. I might have to turn my air conditioning back on. I hope everybody is doing well and flowing with this energy as best as you can, and following your intuition, following your heart, following what your body is telling you as well. We're also receiving a lot of solar activities, a lot of flares. I don't know about the CMEs. I haven't really I've been staying off of technology and really engaging with nature a lot lately, but I do get notifications that go off on my phone. The Schumann resonance has been spiking again too. So the Earth's frequency is also speaking loudly to us, especially in certain areas where the ley lines and the dragon lines, where the Earth grid is very active. So depending on where you are in the world, you may be also feeling and experiencing a lot of that. There's so much going on right now. So let's get into it. What is the message for the collective, for this current energy moving into the new moon in Cancer, please? Expect great changes. Of course, we live in a world of free will, so it is always up to us to make a choice for ourselves. But we are being pushed to listen to our heart, follow our heart, and let go of the old, releasing the old. Healing energy. I can just feel that. And that is definitely something that I have been picking up on, especially today as I'm doing this reading. This has been a powerful, energetic day for me. I don't know about everybody else, but boy, have I been feeling a lot and gone through some purging myself. That doesn't end, but it's a cleanse. I would like to call it a cleanse, a letting go of what comes up into your mind, your energy field, your psychic senses, and what is it that is demanding you to let go of, because you matter. You are important. We are all intrinsically important here on this earth. We are here for a very important reason. So don't let media, don't let the Maya is the illusion of it all, of the outside world, fool you. You matter, you're important, and you are loved. It is important to heal from all of the trauma and all of the injustices, not to carry that with you, that anger and that sadness or defeat. Okay, we'll read these from the book once I get a couple more out. Honoring your energy. Again, very important, as I was saying, take time. It's important to take time in your day. And I know that a lot of people don't have a whole lot of time, but that's an illusion also. There is time to be had for yourself, because this stuff is going to come up whether you like it or not. And again, the gifts and the answers are in the triggers. And it doesn't necessarily at this point in time mean that the triggers are actually coming from an outside source. The triggers have already been hit. We've swallowed them. They're all swimming inside of our bodies and they're coming back up as memories. It could be way in the distant past, or it could have been a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, could have been yesterday, whatever it is that triggers, that pops back up into your memory field, into your psychic senses. There is a lot of answers, but you got to love yourself. Answers and gifts in those triggers. Honor your energy. Take that time to yourself. We'll also read that from the book. And we have inner journey. Yes, bottom of the deck. Sacred space. I have the chills. So this is really reiterating everything that I just said, but I still will honor these cards because I love the messages so much, and I'm going to read them from the book. We'll start with healing energy. Drawing this card guides you to work with energy on a healing level. Take a class. Go and receive a Reiki healing, or just sit in meditation and concentrate on mindfulness. With the healing energy of divine love, you do not have to know how to do anything. Just sit quietly, set your intention, and let Creator's love fill you up. When you are living in a vibration of healing, you not only affect yourself, but those around you. Others then can connect with your energy, and their vibrations can rise as a result. There is no force to this. This is basically how energy works. Your vibrational charge will affect change in the ones you are close to. Alternately, this card signifies healing is taking place within a relationship. Okay? And it doesn't necessarily, and my guides are chiming in, you don't have to take a class. You really don't, or get a Reiki healing, but learn to practice paying attention to your breath. In and out, slowing yourself down from that stream. If you live near a stream, go stand in it and envision that water going by you as the energy we all live in, the thoughts that constantly flow through. And stand still. Next one, honoring your energy. I'm very passionate about these messages today. There's so much love. There's so much love in the earth's energy and the energy that's coming in from the divine that we carry. We need to release. I was shown this morning what was holding me back from, I was asking a question because when I was younger, I'm going to just give a little bit of personal. When I was in my teens, I had an experience where I was taken into the stars, into the cosmos, and I actually had, it just spontaneously happened to me. I had friends around me too who witnessed this, and I have no conscious memory of it, but I do have some memory of it. And I was asking, like, who was I talking to and why can't I get back there? And it just kept showing me there were these certain points of pain of mine that I needed to release. And some of it had to do with my father and a stepfather. Some of it had to do with my own shame and guilt from a long time ago. So it was showing me like I still had sludge and darkness and things to really purge out, and I did. And I really got closer to that experience. I still haven't fully had it, but I don't think it's quite time yet. Anyway, honoring your energy. We all have those days when we are declined to do anything. We try all sorts of mental tricks to talk ourselves into doing what we should be doing. Does this ever work? No. We end up feeling guilty, a very low vibration, for not getting anything done, which causes us to try twice as hard the next day, which causes us to get overwhelmed and exhausted, which then leads to becoming caught up in a vicious cycle. Your body has rhythms, just as everything else does on this planet, just as everything else on this earth does. Flowers, trees, plants, and the elements. The tides ebb and flow. The sun and moon rise and set. Animals hibernate and flowers grow, bloom, and go dormant. You need to listen to the inherent cycles within you. Rest when you need to. Work when you need to. Try not to outthink the natural rhythms. Go easy on yourself and reserve judgment. You are your own harshest critic. This was a very strong message to me this morning. And this is the battle between the human being and the human doing. My feminine in me and my body, because I've been having some pain, some old physical pains, come back up, and everything in me just wanted to be, but there's this innate inside of me, like, you got to do this, and it was bringing up anxiety, like, if you don't work, if you don't do this, you're not going to be able to pay this and this and that, like, it won't shut up. And it just, I had like this meltdown moment, and finally got to the point where I could just be. And once I finally did, my energy flowed through the day, and I was able to be and also have some doing at the same time. So this is how we are our own worst critic and our own worst enemy a lot of times. The last one, inner journey, number 35. And this time, more so than any other time I can think of that I've been alive on this planet, is definitely time to honor this inward journey, because we are being asked to release some big stuff. Big stuff. Because there's a lot of good to come, but we can't carry the old stuff with us. Inner journey. Not all who wander are lost. At times, we are so consumed with our own personal journey that we project our journey onto another. Every soul arrives on this planet with lessons to learn and a life to live. For as many souls that are out there, there are that many different journeys. Do not judge another's journey. Always respect where another person is on their path. Meet everyone you come in contact with where they are on their path. Do not insist that they come with you. By doing this, you will not only expose those around you to your own healing vibration, but you will offer them acceptance without judgment. This is a great gift to both give and receive. Yes, try not to bring anybody else with you on your journey. Honor your energy and your vibration and your healing, and know that we all share the vibrations together. There's a ripple effect. Bottom of the deck, overall message is sacred space. This is Cancer energy. This is all Cancer energy. These are powerful messages, not to be taken lightly. I'm telling you, after my experiences this week, if I'm pre-flighting this, if none of you have had these experiences yet, and they are profound and intense, but beautiful, you will. You will, and fight them or not, they will take over you somehow. It's almost impossible. I mean, I can't say because I haven't tried to numb anything out or run from it, but from witnessing others, I feel like the more you try to sabotage by numbing out or running away, the harder it is, the more intense it's going to be. Well, the more you resist, the more it persists. So sacred space. And I'm not judging anybody for trying to run or numb, because trust me, I've done that many times in my lifetime. I understand we are very sensitive, especially in Cancer energy, energetically sensitive, and we've gone through a lot. But trust this energy. Cancer is asking you to trust it. It will not be as painful as what your mind is telling you. It is enlightening. The triggers are enlightening. These are going to really liberate you. This is what these energies are. They're helpful. Okay, sacred space. Find a spot in your home or office that you can access easily. Create a sacred spot just for you. This will be a place for you alone. If space is at a premium, then a shelf or a corner will do. Put here only those items that hold significant meaning to you and touch you on a deep personal level. Examples are photos of loved ones, rocks, feathers, shells. Place a candle, even if it cannot be lit. This signifies the element of fire and represents the flame of Creator's love for you. The fire of creation or purification. Perhaps fire means something entirely different to you. Use this space to go to daily, even if it's just for a few moments, to ground and calm yourself. Working this into your daily routine will bring you to a place of greater understanding. So there you have it, folks. Straight from the shamanic healing. The messages really coincide with the notes that I took earlier and the experiences that I've been having throughout this week, especially earlier today. And as you can see, I have quite the collection of crystals, and I have them everywhere, but I have certain ones that are favorite and some that just showed up that I still had packed away that are extremely powerful and meaningful and really helped me through my breakthroughs that I had for myself this morning. So I hope that you all find this helpful. My light went out. I hope you find this all find this helpful in one way or shape or form, because honestly, we are all on this journey together. You are not alone, and you are so loved, and you are so important. Don't let anybody or anything diminish that from you. This journey is profound and intense, and we are going through this as a collective. So let's work together to help raise the frequency of the earth, of humanity. And we have a lot of animals and plant life that are working alongside us too. And we have our spirit teams and guides. There's so much beauty going on here, and I wish that, and I hope that everyone out there listening to this has the opportunity to feel that. Cancer, we need to feel that in our hearts, in our body. When you stand still, you start to feel the actual energy in your body, your life force energy. You can focus. It starts in your hands or wherever it is, in your lips, your body. We are the cosmos. We are this energy emitting inside and out. So honor that. I wish you all a beautiful and profoundly transforming journey through this Cancer new moon. And I'm sending you all out so much love. Take care. Bye.